So in yesterday's video we had started it and everything seems successful, but there's a few things we have to take care of. One of them being we got a fuel line issue. So I just looked at it today. It doesn't seem to be leaking. That doesn't mean anything though, but we do need to check that out, make some corrections if needed. I bought a little clamp. I got a little clamp. We're gonna see if this little sucker here will fit, and then I'm gonna pull that little connector out of the bottom of the bowl, and I'm gonna check it, clean it, and then see what the heck's going on. In the meantime, my oil order came. I'm gonna try out this new oil in the ATV, this ATV transmission and differential fluid. Got oil to change the quad, the Jeep, and the Ford. So we're looking good today. No fuel leaks, but if it leaked once, it'll leak twice. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, you bastard. It's not the way I wanted it to turn. Need to rotate that back around so I can find a spot where I can flip it open. Just got the new clamp on there, but not usually a fan of these, but there's no reason why I could see that was loose enough to make gas go through, because it's still a pretty tight fitting on there. Let's have a look at the other side. That is such a bitchy spot. I'm just gonna fire it up and see what happens. Oh, we're almost there. Perfect. Fuck, there's gas pissing out of there like mad. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I had that clamp right tight and she was still pissing out. So that's my fuel leak right there. The other part's still good. I think I'm gonna have to get a fuel line though. The only thing I got in my garage that I could utilize is this chunk of 1/4-inch hose. So hopefully that'll work. It'll save me from running down to the parts store. Well, let's see what happens. So far, we may be in business. So proud of myself, I haven't lost one screwdriver yet. I just finished putting the rest of the plastics on, put the seat on. And tomorrow, regardless if it's crappy outside or not, we're gonna take this for some back alley rips. Need to do some testing and see what will happen. Anyways, I'm gonna go chop some wood, get ready, gonna have a fire tonight. It's nice out. Alright, well, I had a good fire last night. It was good to burn some wood, drink a couple beers. Fedor came over, he gave me a Russian beer plus some other beer. And right now I'm going to be headed downtown because I gotta go for my pre-op for eye surgery. So they need to do a bunch of tests, see if I qualify for it. And they're gonna put some drops in my eyes, so I'm wearing my prescription sunglasses that automatically tint. So let's head her downtown and see what they have to say and see how much it'll cost me if I can get corrective surgery. Well, that's all done. My pupils are dilated, so everything seems bright. I'm a candidate for surgery. Got it booked next week. It'll be $3,800 with lifetime warranty and no more wearing glasses. Gotta be so impressed. Got the Jeep out back so we can start removing the supercharger. Gonna take the quad out for a rip, see if there's any issues. If there's any issues, I guess we'll be back to square one, but fingers crossed, hopefully not. Well, I drove it around in the alleyway for probably 10-15 minutes and everything seems to be working alright. No weird noises. Everything seems to be working fine. We're going to start on the Jeep now, removing the supercharger. But that's going to be in another video. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time, and Fedora gave me Pig's Ass Porter by Harvest Moon. Pig's Ass. Alright, it's raining outside. I survived the weekend, as you can see right here. I got the supercharger on the bench. That'll be coming up in the next video. Some interesting things happened with that, but anyways, since this is kind of a short video, basically getting ATV, doing some little bit of driving, troubleshooting it, and before I ramble on, let's try this Pig's Ass. That's a good beer, actually. It's got a good bite to it. So, today is April 22nd. You guys will probably see this video, I think, sometime in June. And on April 28th, I gotta file the claim to do it. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet with my Volkswagen Jetta. I guess that's something you guys are gonna find out in the future. Should I keep the car, get the payout? I don't know how much you're gonna get. I think it's maybe like $5 grand. Do I sell the car back to him? I'm not sure at this point how much I'm gonna get. I just finished putting brand new tires on it. I just finished like purchasing oil for it, fuel filter, air filter, cabin air filter, all that shit, because I didn't know how long this was gonna take. It's been dragging on for like 2 years, and I did all that stuff. So, you know, spending all that money, tires and all those other things, that's like $1,300 and I'm not gonna get that if I sell my car back. So what do? It's kind of a dilemma because the car has been flawless. I haven't had any issues with it. It's a great car. The only downside is since I'm in Canada, it's not all-wheel drive, so front-wheel drive I find is kind of shitty. My work doesn't have plug-ins, so when it's really cold, the diesel's pretty much useless unless I go outside at noontime and start it, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Plus, they don't plow the roads to my work, so that made it another problem. So basically, for a couple of months out of the year, this winter, I didn't drive it. That's something I'm gonna have to consider. But on the plus side, I can drive that car forever, and it doesn't cost me anything to drive it. It's so cheap on fuel. Which is kind of leading me to another thing. I've been pondering the idea, get rid of the Jeep, get rid of the Jetta, and get a 4Runner. Or keep the Jeep, sell the truck and the Jetta, and get a 4Runner. And I've also been wanting to get the BMW R1200 GS because I am having eye surgery. So riding a bike without having contacts will be a much more pleasurable experience. And a BMW R1200 GS doing some adventures in the backcountry on a bike. My frickin' phone won't stop beeping. It's Fedora. So I'm going to end the video here. I got lots of decisions to make. Sorry for the short video. Tomorrow's video, when I remove the supercharger, which is right here on the table,
that video will be way more entertaining because I figured out the source of that noise the Jeep was having. I figured out why it was idling higher, and I also found out something that wasn't giving me an engine code that I also had to fix, and now the Jeep runs way better. Anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.